Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm 30 years old. I want to share something that happened recently with my husband and his family. It was a tough experience, and I'm still dealing with the emotions, but talking about it might help me heal. How it all started: 3 years ago, I married my boyfriend, Tyler. We had been together for 3 years before that, and he was always fun, loving, and generous. He came from a wealthy family and had a great job, so he often spoiled me with gifts. We both loved traveling, and my friends thought we made a great couple. At first, I felt uncomfortable that he was paying for everything. "Tyler, I'm just a college student. I can't afford to spend as much as you," I told him. But he insisted, saying it was normal in his social circle. After I graduated and got a good job, I wanted to contribute more. We started splitting expenses, and he even suggested I move in with him since he owned his house. "You don't have to worry about rent, but we should share other costs fairly," he said. I agreed, and everything seemed to be going well, until I met his family. Meeting Tyler's family: Tyler's parents and sister lived far away, so when they visited, he couldn't be there, and I had to host them alone. He warned me they could be judgmental but told me to ignore any rude comments. From the moment they arrived, they were cold and unfriendly. His mom, Martha, immediately made a hurtful comment. "So, you're the woman Tyler's been seeing? Do you even pay rent?" she asked. "No, but we split all other bills," I explained. She scoffed. "This is his house, not yours, remember that." His sister, Teresa, barely spoke to me. When I asked about her life, she just bragged about her billionaire husband and ignored me. The visit was uncomfortable, and things got worse when they started judging how I spent my money. They disapproved of me buying makeup and skincare products, assuming I was living off Tyler's money. Even Tyler made it seem like I depended on him. He casually mentioned, "Jessica was a struggling student when we met," making it sound like he had supported me completely, but that wasn't true. Yes, he had helped me in the past, but once I started working, we split everything evenly. I had always been careful with money, and most of the expensive things I owned were gifts from him, gifts I had told him not to buy. After his family left, I confronted Tyler about how they treated me, but he just brushed it off. "Don't take it personally," he said. "They didn't mean anything by it." The engagement: 5 months later, Tyler proposed. Despite everything, I was happy and said yes. We split the costs for our engagement party, and I even paid for my family's plane tickets to attend. But his family's judgment didn't stop. "You're already draining Tyler's money before the wedding," they sneered. "At this rate, you'll have a backyard wedding." Their words hurt, and I started realizing just how little support I had from Tyler when it came to his family. I stood my ground and firmly told Martha. Yes, the party was expensive, but we both agreed to it. I paid my share, and actually, Tyler was the one who insisted on inviting so many people. He told me he didn't mind the cost. But that didn't stop the criticism. Martha accused me of pressuring Tyler into spending too much. Teresa joined in, claiming she already knew what kind of person I was and that I should have been more considerate. Frustrated, I stepped outside to clear my head. That's when I overheard Teresa and her husband, Justin, laughing at my expense. It hurt to realize that even at my own engagement party, I was being mocked. Meanwhile, Tyler didn't seem to notice, or care, about his family's cruel comments. Most of his relatives assumed I was jobless and fully dependent on him. My mom, always protective, saw how upset I was and pulled me aside. As a single parent, she knew the struggles of handling money and gently advised me to rethink my engagement, warning me about how his family treated me. The wedding struggles. After the party, I confronted Tyler about his family's behavior. He brushed it off as a joke and reassured me that money didn't matter to him, but I told him I wanted to contribute more, including paying rent. He refused, saying it wasn't necessary. As we planned the wedding, things only got worse. His parents kept accusing me of spending too much and trying to drain Tyler's money. They even called me a gold digger. I calmly explained to his father, Gabriel, "I'm not asking for financial help. Tyler and I can afford the wedding ourselves." But they didn't believe me. Teresa even criticized my wedding dress and makeup, even though my mom had paid for them. The wedding itself went smoothly, but at the reception, Martha and Gabriel took every chance to make hurtful comments about my spending. I stayed quiet to avoid ruining the day. The family dinner disaster. Months later, Tyler got a big promotion, and I wanted to celebrate. I planned a beautiful dinner and paid for everything myself. "Tyler, I want this dinner to be special for you. I'm so proud of you," I told him. He was happy, And I also shared that my business was doing really well. On top of that, I had just received a trust fund from my grandfather, so I was financially stable. The dinner was perfect, at least, that's what I thought. Other guests loved it, but his family looked unhappy. Then, during the speeches, Martha stood up and spoke loudly. I want to thank everyone for coming to celebrate my son. He works so hard and truly deserves this success. Unfortunately, it seems his good fortune didn't extend to his choice of a wife. It's a shame he ended up with someone who only takes from him. I wish he had realized her true nature sooner. She glanced at me before continuing. It's obvious to everyone that she has been living extravagantly, from the engagement party to this dinner. At this rate, she'll drain his bank account completely. Her words stung. I felt my heart drop as the room fell silent, everyone staring at me. Feeling the sting of her words, I took a deep breath, determined to stand my ground. Martha added, "Thank goodness we had Jessica sign a prenuptial agreement before the wedding. At least Tyler's assets are safe." She sighed, relieved, then called me a trophy wife, implying that was the only thing I could offer. Tyler joined in, saying, "I can't even afford to spend on myself anymore. There's nothing left." He went as far as to say that marrying me was a mistake, comparing me to what he imagined a better partner would be. In shock, I finally spoke up. "Do you really think I'm a gold digger?" Tyler's response was harsh. "Your lifestyle is draining my bank account." Feeling hurt but determined, I decided to confront their accusations directly. "If I'm really a gold digger, then let me show you my bank balance," I said, proving my financial independence. The room fell silent. Martha then asked, "Did you steal my son's money?" Tyler added, "She must have taken it from me." I stayed calm but frustrated. "I don't need to steal money. This is all from my hard work. I even have a trust fund from my grandfather I plan to use for a new house for us. But given this situation, that won't happen." Despite my explanation, Tyler suggested, "We can still buy the house. It'll be a great gift." But I was firm. "No, your family has insulted me for too long, and you've never defended me. You've let them spread these lies about me." Tyler tried to brush it off, saying I was overreacting, but I wasn't backing down. "No, I'm not overreacting. Everyone heard how your family treated me at our engagement party." At that moment, I had had enough. I looked him in the eye and said, "I want a divorce." Tyler tried to convince me to stay, but my mom stepped in, telling him to remain silent. "You never stood up for my daughter. It's time for her to leave this toxic relationship." We left the party, walking away from the crowd of shocked family and friends. I didn't care what anyone thought anymore. I was determined to leave Tyler behind. My mom stood by me every step of the way. We went home, and I packed my things. Tyler tried calling, but I muted my phone and went to stay with my mom. The next day, I contacted my cousin, a lawyer, to begin the divorce process. With a prenuptial agreement already in place, the divorce was straightforward, and I didn't have to share my financial assets with Tyler. But things escalated when Tyler and his family showed up at my mom's house, demanding a conversation. My mom stood firm and told them to leave. Tyler continued trying to contact me, sending a mix of tearful apologies and unsettling threats. I saved everything, preparing to file a restraining order if necessary. Even when Tyler showed up at my office, I had security escort him out. That's when I decided to leave my well-paying job. My business was thriving, and I realized I didn't need to keep the job anymore. I wanted peace, not wealth. I handed in my resignation and started looking for a new place to live. With my mom's encouragement, I found a house in another state, a fresh start. A week later, I served Tyler with the divorce papers. He came to my old office, but I had already quit. My former colleagues told me he kept sending flowers and gifts to my mom's house, but we returned everything. The harassment led me to consider moving again, and with my mom's help, I found a perfect new home, away from Tyler and his family. As I await the finalization of the divorce, I've spent the last few months healing and preparing for a new chapter. I changed my phone number and have started focusing on my business and enjoying my newfound freedom. I heard that Tyler's life has taken a turn for the worse. He blames his parents for our breakup and is facing professional setbacks. His colleagues are distancing themselves, and his parents have been spreading false rumors, but they've had no success. Meanwhile, my life is getting better. I'm focusing on growing my business, getting out more, and even dipping my toes back into dating. Though Tyler's actions hurt me deeply, overcoming them has made me stronger. I now look forward to the future with hope and confidence, knowing I have learned a lot about myself and what I want in life and relationships. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great stories. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments, we love hearing from you. See you next time, and take care.